Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bailey Bennett, and I am on the enrollment communications team, who is helping putting on Transfer Week. And so I'm going to pass it over to Abby, who is going to talk to you guys about Waco transfer resources. And so I'm going to pass it over to her.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Like she said, my name is Abby. I am an admissions counselor for Tarleton, and I am actually located at our Waco location. So I'll just be sharing some information about Waco and all the resources that we have, and as well as some transfer information along with that. To get started with some basic information, Tarleton State University was founded in 1899, and we became a partner of MCC in 2001. So over 22 years of serving Waco area students. We do offer over 30 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs. Those are all found on our website, and we do have over 15,000 students enrolled across all of our campus locations, but over 1,000 of those students are enrolled at our Waco location. And then we do like to keep our class sizes small with a 23-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you aren't going to be one of 300 students in a classroom. It's going to be a lot more personal. Your professors will be able to have more of a discussion-based class time and discussion with the students, and because they really want to see you succeed in your academics. And then we do have about 4 flexible class options in Waco. We offer evenings, days, weekends, and online options so that it is as convenient as possible for you, because we do know when it comes to going to class, if you have a full-time job or you have a family or any of those other circumstances, we want to make sure that we can accommodate as well as we can when it comes to class times. These are our academics that we offer within the Waco location. So we have the College of Health Sciences, Business, Liberal and Fine Arts, Education and Human Development, and then College of Engineering and Graduate Studies. All of our degree programs can be found on the website, so tarleton.edu, and you can actually narrow it down to the Waco location. So this is all of the important stuff when it comes to resources and Texan Services. Something that is really neat, I think, when it comes to being a Tarleton Waco student is you actually get all of the Tarleton resources as well as MCC resources right here. So you get all of these student success and academic resources, so academic advising, financial aid and scholarships, business services, veteran services, career services, disability resources, library, and tutoring. And so all of those are available to Tarleton students. And then some other physical and mental well-being resources are available to Tarleton Waco students as well. And then some university access. So the campus store, a lot of students ask, do I have to go all the way to Stephenville to buy some Tarleton t-shirts or to buy a textbook that I might want to get from the bookstore or the campus store? No, you do not have to go all the way to Stephenville. You can actually order it online and have it delivered to our Waco office on MCC's campus, and we won't charge you extra. So that is something that is really neat, but you also get all of the other resources available to you on MCC's campus. So some campus life opportunities for Tarleton Waco students include multiple student organizations. So we have what's called Tarleton Diplomats. They get to serve our students here in Waco. They're out on every Purple Thursday, handing out some goodies and also just being a resource available to students if they have any questions. We also have a Social Work Association, a Criminal Justice Association, Tarleton Professional Educators, And then we also have Delta Mu Delta, which is an honor society. And then we also have on-campus activities. So we have Spirit Week, we have a welcome back event, WOW event, which is a week of welcome at the beginning of the semester, graduation celebrations. We have a University Center t-shirt swap. So as a part of NCC, they actually partner with both Tarleton State University and Texas Tech University. And so the University Center is a resource for students to transfer to either of those institutions. But when it comes to Tarleton, we want to make sure we build those relationships really well with the University Center, but also our counterpart, Texas Tech. And so we do that little t-shirt swap to just kind of have a little fun, along with Oscar P. Birthday Bash. Some traditions we have the homecoming hoedown and launching of the ducks. We actually just had that today as a part of our homecoming week. And then we also have Purple Thursday. Every single Thursday when you're a Tarleton student or at Tarleton, we do wear purple on Thursdays, and the Tarleton diplomats do have a table set up, and they give out, they have giveaways for students that come and visit with them on Purple Thursdays. And then we have service opportunities for volunteer and service days for students to serve our local community and just to give back to all those who have invested in Tarleton and its students. For campus life, the Learning Technology Center is actually a building, a part of NCC, but that is where students have access to additional resources. So that's where they have their cafe, they have study rooms, computers and printing, their libraries in the LTC, and then tutoring and technology support is also there. So like I mentioned, as a Tarleton student in Waco, you have those resources available to you right here on NCC's campus. Now, these are some of our transfer requirements. So for Waco specifically, you do need to have at least 24 transferable credit hours with an overall 2.0 GPA, and that is to attend the Waco location as well as be TSI complete. Now, all of our students are responsible for sending their transcripts from every institution that you've attended, whether you've attended just one for one class or two classes, or you've attended for 2 years. We will need those transcripts sent directly to Tarleton admissions from the institution itself. So students benefit by applying as early as you can so that you're in the initial admissions applicant pool, and you'll be able to be considered for all types of federal, state, and institutional financial aid and scholarships. These requirements are subject to change, but we always keep those requirements up to date on our website so you can keep up with that. And then you are eligible to enroll at previously attended regionally accredited institutions and submit official transcripts. This is just a general checklist. You've probably seen this checklist before if you've watched any of our other discussions. So you do apply online. You can apply on Apply Texas or on our Tarleton website. We also have an application on Common App. We have no preference. We just ask that you choose one. There is an application fee of $50, but we can get that fee waived if you submit documentation for a fee waiver. And like I mentioned, we'll need your college transcripts, and SAT and ACT scores are optional, but if you did take them, you can have those sent. And then we will let you know if we need your high school transcript. So something that is really cool for students, for transfer students, and especially here in Waco, is that you can register for class now and then pay later. So once you are an admitted student and you need to meet with an academic advisor, they will meet with you and discuss where you're at in your degree program. and what classes you need to register for the following semester. And you do not have to pay your tuition or fees right then and there. Those tuition and fees just need to be paid for, or they're due 7 days before classes start. And if you need it, you can actually meet with our business services office and they can come up with a payment plan for you. And so I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself, but you can see here that registration is already open for the spring 2024 semester. So if you're interested in coming to Tarleton Waco next semester, I would highly encourage you to apply as soon as possible so that we can get that process going and get you meeting with an academic advisor so that you can go ahead and get registered, because classes do fill up, but we want to make sure that you can get in the classes that you need for your degree. Financial aid. So over $143 million are provided annually in financial aid. The financial aid application for the academic school year next year, so 2024-25, will be opening in December. So we don't have a specific date yet, but just keep an eye out for when that is announced. And we do have FAFSA as well as TASFA. So FAFSA is the federal student aid, TASFA is the Texas application for aid, and the TASFA is an option for students who are unable to receive funding from FAFSA. But either one that you apply for, we also have work study positions available, and we do have them here in Waco as well. So we have students who work part-time in our Tarleton suite, and they just help however is needed when it comes to maybe events that are going on, helping students schedule to meet with an academic advisor. We do have that work study position available. For scholarships, we offer $15 million annually in both institutional and private scholarships. We have over 600 scholarships that we offer, and we only have one general scholarship application. So once you fill out that application and you submit it, it will go towards every scholarship that you qualify for, including the Guaranteed Scholarship Program for qualifying transfer students. And I will cover more of that in the next slide. The application's open in July. So if you decide you want to apply for next fall semester, you can actually, once you submit an application for admissions, you can then start applying for scholarships. You don't have to be admitted. You just have to have admissions application submitted. And so with financial aid and scholarships altogether, over 90% of our students receive financial aid and or scholarships of some sort. So that is a majority of our students. So you will likely be able to receive some assistance financially. This is our Transfer Guaranteed Scholarship Program. You can see, depending on the GPA that you apply with and how many credit hours you are taking, you are guaranteed a certain amount annually for up to 3 years. Now, these amounts in the chart vary from $250 to $2,000. But if you are attending a distinguished college partner like McLennan Community College or Glenn College or Navarro or anywhere like that, those amounts are actually increased, and the levels are between $500 and $2,500 depending on your GPA and course load. So all of those amounts are also on our website. These are annual amounts, so they are split between the fall and the spring semesters based on full-time enrollment. And you do need to, complete this and be able to maintain a satisfactory academic progress of at least a 3.0. So that is all on our website. If you are an out-of-state student, if you have a GPA of a 3.0 or higher, you may qualify for an out-of-state tuition waiver. So this is the fun stuff. This is our estimated tuition and fees breakdown. For a Waco student, for a Tarleton Waco student, you'll be looking at tuition and fees and books and supplies. So for tuition and fees, all of those services are included. So if this is for a student taking 15 credit hours, and it also includes those university services I had mentioned, recreational sports, parking, health services, intercollegiate athletics, and student center complex. That is a subtotal, an annual subtotal of $10,294. Per semester, it's about $5,147. For books and supplies, the subtotal is $1,560. Per semester, you're looking at about $780. And then, like I said, for Waco students, it would just be those two subtotals. The housing and dining expenses, those are for our students who attend our main campus in Stephenville and are living on campus. So that is a subtotal of $10,846. The annual total for a student living on our main campus is $22,700. But for a Waco student, their annual total is about half that, which is $11,854. And so you are going to be saving some money attending attending the Waco location, because you're not going to be living on campus or paying for a meal plan. And with that, that is the end of all of our fun information. If you don't already, you can follow Tarleton State University Waco on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or also known as X. The handle is at Tarleton State Waco. We share a lot of information about all the events going on in Waco, when the diplomats are going to be setting up, some events that are happening on our main campus, but also just student testimonials and just keeping everyone up to date, because we do want students to feel like they are a part of the Tarleton family, because you are. You may be at a different location, but we want to make sure that we are bringing Tarleton and its traditions and just the Tarleton spirit here to Waco for our students who are attending class and working hard towards that degree.